The Chicago Bears continue cleaning out the trash, today officially releasing guard Nate Davis. We're going to talk about all and more right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, Bears fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. I'm the one of the host here, Haize, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Chi Bears Central on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that being said, let's go ahead and get out the content for today. And so the Bears have now cleared the waste, the dump, whatever you want to call it, the piece of shit that was Nate Davis. They have released him, and that he will be going on waivers. Nobody's probably gonna clear him from waivers at all. They have to pick up $3.9 million left on his guaranteed deal. But this is just something that was going to happen in the offseason regardless. By waiving Nate Davis, the Bears are going to save $8.5 million next year on the salary cap. And so there's a benefit there. But listen, Nate Davis, his time for the Chicago Bears has it's been over with. He was a dead man walking when it comes down to it. And it's good that the Bears have now officially moving on between injuries, lack of performance, personal things. Nate Davis has just never been what Ryan Poles was hopeful that he was getting in signing him to a 3-year with 2 years guaranteed on that deal. So, it is what it is when it comes down to it. The Bears offensive line is already thin. This could potentially open them up to sign some veteran offensive linemen that are out there. Somebody brought up David Bakhtiari, a couple of episodes ago. Even though he's an op, I'm not necessarily the most on former Packers, but at the end of the day, Nate Davis has just been absolute garbage since coming to the Chicago Bears. He never brought any type of benefit on the field for the Bears. Unfortunately, he's one of Ryan Poles' biggest mistakes as well. When you look at the guaranteed money, over $20 million guaranteed, he's going to get from the Chicago Bears when it's all said and done as well. And this is a black eye on one of that on Ryan Poles. One of the things that Ryan Poles just completely did not get correctly. So at the end of the day, man, when you really look at what it comes down to, Ryan Poles failed in this signing. This was a failure of a signing by Ryan Poles. And that just is what it got down, what it gets down to. So, it is what it is. This isn't really going to change much of the outlook on this season, right? This is something that probably should have been done before. Now, if the Bears do go out and use this roster space to bring somebody in that's going to help, not that, any veteran offensive lineman that's out there, a free agent at this point, is necessarily going to really drastically change the talent level of the Chicago Bears offensive line. But I tell you what, it'd be better than having the living carcass that Nate Davis has been for the Chicago Bears team. And that's what he's been. He's been a absolute carcass is what he's been. And so, when it comes down to it, he has to get his shit together. And Nate Davis, can he go and maybe revamp his career as a depth piece somewhere else? Maybe, but it ain't going to be here. That's the thing. It's not going to be here. Keep clearing the trash, get him up out of there. And now Nate Davis has to be much better at it. Ryan Poles has to be much better at his evaluation of offensive linemen. That's just what it comes down to. So, we'll see what it comes down there. Bakhtiari isn't liked by Packer fans. I'm good. I mean, I don't care. He's still a former op. I don't trust any of it. Like, they paid him, even outside being a former op, like, they paid him $2 million to go away. Right now, it'll be a low risk option if they do bring him in, but it comes down to it. I think we'd improve the O-line. I think I'd improve the O-line. That's crazy. He got super effing lucky with the Panthers shit. That's all he's done. No, that's not all he's done. That's just incorrect to say that that's all Ryan Poles has done. Building the secondary that we have here has been really good. Getting that quality out of the trading for Montez Sweat, that's been really good as well. So no, that's not all he's done. Drafting Rome Odunze is a really good move as well. Going Darnell Wright and getting Javon Dexter instead of just keeping your pick and getting Jalen Carter. Javon Dexter's outplayed Jalen Carter all throughout the season. So that's not all he's done. Now, he has several things that he's done wrong as well. It's not been all perfect for Ryan Poles. He just got to get his shit together. He's got to get his shit together. So clearing out the dead salary cap space. I mean, I can go all day on it. Like, to say that Ryan Poles has only done bad things, the D line isn't ashy, Boz. You're just a fucking idiot again. Like, I'm sorry, but you're once again showing yourself to be a fucking idiot who is reactionary and doesn't really understand football. The defensive line has been good. Now it's not great, but it's been damn good. And it's better than if we would have just kept the pick and got Jalen Carter. You got to stop living within just the moment, right? You could say that he's done bad things because he absolutely has, but not being able to talk about the things that he's done bad and just say, oh, he's only done one good thing, you're an idiot. I mean, it just is what it comes down to. It. You're an idiot, and so we can try to make you smarter, but we can't think for you, right? That's one of the things here. Here at Chicago Bears Central, we can't really think for you. You got to do that yourself, and you may need the fact that your mom didn't really give you, quality breast milk because she was probably too busy drinking 40s and Hennessy, and your brain is underdeveloped. That's one of the problems when you don't understand how to process football. So the fact that your username is Boz Players, like you a fucking child, also stems from the fact that your brain is severely underdeveloped and you're a fucking idiot. So, I mean, that part plays a part in that as well. But with that said, we got things that we absolutely need to do. And Ryan Poles has definitely made some bad mistakes over the course. And now he needs to focus on fixing those mistakes if he's given the opportunity, which it does seem like he will be. There's been no real rumblings on Ryan Poles not getting an opportunity to turn this thing around. He just got to turn it around. So, that's what it comes down to. What else do you expect from the most emotional fan base? Nah, Bears aren't necessarily an emotional fan base. That's not really the case. You just have the loud fans that don't really know anything, that just like to be loud and just say shit to say shit because they don't really have any type of life anywhere else. So, it comes down to it. Don't like calling another man to lose his job, but it's about damn time he's going to be. Well, listen, he's a millionaire. Let's be clear here. Like, he's still going to get paid all this money from this year as well. Like, so I'm sorry. You could call for somebody to lose their job that's been $20 million and not gotten anything out of it. So, that's what it comes down to. We're going to have to wait for the offseason for any decent linemen. Agreed. Teams don't give up good ones unless they're either a problem in the locker room or a cap casualty. Or we saw some good offensive linemen traded at the trade deadline, but it was just that, those were teams that were rebuilding and trying to move on. So Austin Booker going to be a beast. Darryl Taylor was a good trade. D-line decent, but he got to put down the crack. I mean, he's mad because he got cooked the other day, so he's still trying to look for a win, and then he just got cooked again. That's the problem of it. Like, he just got cooked. Like, and you didn't even have to get cooked. We here to talk about one idiot getting waived, and now you got waived from thinking because you're an idiot. Like, it is not you. I'm talking about the dumbass, not you. This was the last straw. He was healthy all week and then blows his back right before the game. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. Like, it's a comedy of errors when it comes down to Nate Davis. It's one thing after another. It's not, the performance hasn't been good. Everything's just been bad for him. So it is what it is there. Austin Booker going to be a beast there. Oh, I already read that one. You miss being able to skip the intro. Shut your ass up, Manny. I already read that one too. No, you killed him the other day. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing with people, is that I don't think people realize, and you got to be a unique brand of stupid to try to argue with somebody who has the microphone. You will just by the basis of that alone, you will never win because I have the microphone. Then on top of that, I'm a pretty witty bastard. So like, if you're gonna try to do a battle of wits and jokes with me, you're never gonna win. It's just not gonna happen. I'm relentless when it comes down to it. Like, so, it just is what it is, man. Best news I've heard all day. Yeah, it is what it is, man. He said that man was Wilson. No, that man's wife was Wilson. That's crazy. That's wild. But all right, man, I wanted to bring, are you in favor or against the move? I mean, I'm definitely in favor of waving out the trash. Like, we saved $8.5 million next year, which was going to happen. Nate Davis isn't offering anything. Like, at the end of the day, like, I get it that the offensive line is in shambles right now. We have a lot of injuries, but he's not. Nate Davis brought nothing positive to this Bears team. The whole 2 years he's been here, he's brought nothing positive. So you got to get him up out of there. Diedrich says, what I like about the Bears GM, when he makes a mistake, he cleans it. He has learned from his mistakes now. We got to see if he's going to learn from the biggest one, and that's his evaluation of the offensive line, and we'll see. They released everyone but Flus. These owners were great fan bases. Don't give a fuck because, well, waiving Flus right now isn't going to do anything. Like, I get it. And I agree that Flus's job is done. Like, by the end of the season, Flus's job is done. But what does waiving Flus right now in the middle of the season really do? And I mean, even to that credit, like I said it on yesterday's live stream. Even waiving Shane Waldron only does so much. Like, yeah, it holds accountability. Maybe for your players, it does uplift them some because they lost faith in that. But at this point, like waiving Matt Eberflus right now, you're not gonna like unless you want Thomas Brown to be the head coach, right? That's the only difference is that it's either gonna be like Thomas Brown or maybe Eric Washington to take over as your interim head coach. Not a lot's gonna change by firing Flus. Like I get it. I'm not saying I understand everybody was like, well, why are we making all these changes? Flus needs to be the one to be fired. But Flus is dead man walking. Flus is dead man walking. So I'm not really worried about it. The big B is finally gone, huh? A couple more steps for Flus to get the F out. Yeah, I mean, I think the writing's on the wall. Flus is gonna be out of there. Flus is gonna be out of there. Chris Morgan has to go. I don't know why he's been retained so long. I mean, he was the one, if I'm not mistaken, right? He was the only one on the offensive staff that was retained from Luke Getsy's offensive staff, which is crazy enough, right? You're right, Steve. We've never fired a head coach midseason. Never fired a head coach midseason. Do you think the lighter, faster O-line philosophy is something we sticking to? I don't care about the quicker, faster. I get the right guys. I don't give a damn, bro. I don't give a damn if they old, flat, slow, Samoan, white, black, purple. I don't give a damn. These motherfuckers can be Nietzscheans. If you know what the Nietzschean, if you get the Nietzschean reference, I love you forever. They could be Nietzscheans. It don't matter. Go out and get the right guy. Go and get the right guy. That's what it comes down to. Get the right guys on the offensive line. I just want guys that can play. That's it. I just want guys who can play on that O-line. That's it. That's the most important thing at this point. Get guys who can play and who are going to get a standard set on that offensive line. That's what I think the most important thing is personally. So, but all right, y'all. I just wanted to bring this quick update so everybody can rejoice. As Bears fans, we can sit there, except the dumbass who I just had a roast. But, you know, it is what it is, man. We got to do better hiring coaches. 8 coaches fired with him. AC too much drama in the locker room organization. I mean, I get you. You're not wrong, right? We got to be better at it, and let's see if we can do it. See what we can do it. Do you think offensive guard is a bigger need than tackle now since Jenkins is likely gone after the everything's like let me be clear here, right? Of the starting offensive linemen we have right now, the only one I want to see absolutely return is Darnell Wright. Everybody else can go. Now, I'm not saying Braxton can't stay on as a depth piece. I just don't want him as a starter anymore. I'm not saying that you can't retain Tevin Jenkins if he gives a team-friendly deal because of all his injuries. Maybe he has to take a team-friendly deal. But all I'm saying is this, right? The simple thing. Everybody can get it. Everybody can go. Darnell Wright's the only one that I'll keep on that offensive line. So I don't think that with Tevin, with anybody, every position is a need. Every single position is a need. So go out there and get it done. Go out there and get it done. But all right, y'all. I love you guys, man. Make sure you guys stay in tune with us. You can follow us at Shy Bear Central. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns. ChicagoBearCentral@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail for the mailbag, the number to do so, 773-242-9336 with the number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. Thanks to you guys. And like I like to end everything on, Chi-Town up, but Bear down. Love you, motherfuckers. Peace, y'all.